Hey everyone, I'm Pete Dalliday. Welcome to this edition of Hometown PTBO. It doesn't get much more hometown than this guy right here, especially when it comes to lacrosse. This is Mr. Ted Higgins, but also known here in Peterborough and around the lacrosse world as Mr. Lacrosse. Higgy, how you doing, pal?
Good. Thank you for those kind compliments, Peter. It's very nice.
You were born here?
Absolutely.
Yeah. St. Joe, Civic, at home. Where were you born?
I don't know where it was, but 81 years of good times in Peterborough.
81 years ago. So you've seen the city change a lot.
Big
What's the
time.
biggest change you've seen in Peterborough? Like not just lacrosse, but just in the city.
Probably sliced bread and flush toilets is the biggest change.
And he's not joking. You would have had, like seriously, where did you grow up? What part of town?
South End on
Okay.
Orpington Road. I went to Grove School. The Grove School in the South End, not the one in Lakefield.
Right, yeah, not the Grove out in Lakefield, but Grove, which I believe now is Roger Nielsen.
Roger Nielsen.
Yeah, so
yes.
that end of town.
Yeah.
You probably had like a milkman come deliver
A milkman
the milk
and a breadman.
And a breadman.
All horse-drawn buggies. Yeah, that was great. You put the old Silverwoods used to have a cream top bottle where the cream would actually rise to the top, so that top part of the bottle was cream and the rest was milk. Used to deliver daily, so you had fresh milk, fresh bread. Wasn't so bad living back in the 40s.
The 40s and the 50s, and then you started playing lacrosse at what age, Ted?
I was 13. Kenny Rattan convinced me to get on our bikes and ride up to Miller Bowl.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, Miller Bowl, and so we got started.
And you were a goalie, eventually.
Yeah, damn it, it's a bad situation.
How that happened? Did you miss a meeting?
I had my stick, and and they didn't have any goalies first time out. They said, "You're the new kid, you go in the net. The rest is history." Not a great history, but
well, hey,
it's all good.
you played, right? And
Yes.
and then you're kind of more known as a builder and an owner and just keeping this game alive. We talked briefly in the press conference for the Man Cup about the 4-man cups that they won in the 50s. You would have been a young teenager at that point, right?
Teenager, yes, to go and crawl under the boards at Miller Bowl
Sneak
there
in.
to get in. We had no money.
Yeah.
In the 50s, yeah, it was all very exciting.
And then you've won several as a member of the Lakers over the years. Is
Yeah,
there one that stands out or one that's special, or are they all special?
I think the first one was very special. I remember when we took 10 years to build this franchise to something successful. We played Six Nations in Game 7.
Yeah.
And Bob Joseph and I walked up to the door, and they had that sign on the door, sold out. That's something that I'll never forget.
A lot of people credit you for kind of saving the game at the senior level. You came in and helped sort of keep the team going, and here we are. It must make you feel pretty pumped when you go out there to do the anthem and see a crowd of near 4,000 people, you know?
Peter, you're so right, and we're so delighted to have you as one of the original guys that helped us out 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Peter played lacrosse for a couple of years to help us out, along with the rest of other ragamuffins.
Remember that meeting?
Local guys. We had a little meeting and said, you know, I'd be pleased to be your financier, so to speak.
Yeah.
We keep her going. Sure enough, we got back in the league and never missed a game. It was quite a success.
And here we are.
We went to Fergus, game number 1, and guess what? We got the big W.
Yeah, and then off to Owen Sound. That was a good year in a different sort of way for sure, and kept the team going. Personally, though, you've had a heck of a career, and with the floor sanding and the hardwood floors, and now you got a real battle going with Parkinson's. But you're kicking it, man. You're beating it right now.
Yeah, you try to stay healthy, get lots of rest, lots of exercise, stay ahead of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, life is good at 80 or plus, 80 plus.
Yeah.
It's good.
And you miss your buddy.
Yeah, we missed the Diller. I think he's sitting across the table here from us,
Yeah.
listening in. He's certainly eavesdropping, Peter.
Yeah, my dad will be watching the Man Cup from above. First one he'll miss, I guess, or second one maybe. But you guys spend a lot of time together. Teddy, you said you want to get some rest, or you got to make sure you're not going to get much over the next little bit because there's going to be a lot of lacrosse. You'll be there early, you'll be there late, enjoying it, and that's what you should be doing. Thanks for joining us here on Hometown PTBO.
Thank you for having me. It's been my pleasure.
Mr. Lacrosse, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us on this edition of Hometown PTBO, brought to you by Darling Insurance.